In the world of football, where legends are born and dreams come to life, there exists a tale that transcends the boundaries of the sport. It is a saga of audacious heists, relentless investigations, and the indomitable spirit of the beautiful game. This is the intricate and astonishing story of the stolen FIFA World Cup trophy, an event that unfolded in 1966, just months before the world's most prestigious football tournament was scheduled to take place in England. The FIFA World Cup, often described as the pinnacle of the sport, is a global phenomenon that unites nations and fans from every corner of the globe. Originally christened as Victory, this professional football tournament is meticulously organized by FIFA, bringing together national teams from across the world to vie for glory. What distinguishes football from many other sports is its simplicity. All that is required is a ball and 22 players, a stark contrast to the expensive equipment and kits needed for sports like cricket. The origin of the World Cup can be traced back to the early 20th century, when it was known as the CoupeduMonde. However, it was not until 1946 that it was rechristened the Jules Rimet Cup, in honor of the visionary man who had overseen the first ever tournament. The name FIFA World Cup, as it is known today, was officially adopted after 1970. Football legends like Diego Maradona, Pelé, Ronaldo and Messi have left an indelible mark on the sport's global popularity. In India, the footballing icon Maradona holds a particularly cherished place in the hearts of fans. The FIFA World Cup, from its humble beginnings, has evolved into a global spectacle that extends far beyond the confines of a tournament. It is a celebration of unity, passion, and the enchanting beauty of the sport. The FIFA World Cup trophy itself is a symbol of unrivaled footballing supremacy, fashioned from 18-karat gold and weighing approximately 7.5 kg. It stands as an enduring testament to the pinnacle of achievement in football. Only the winning team and their coach have the privilege of touching it, and for anyone else who seeks to lay their hands upon this hallowed prize, wearing gloves is an absolute necessity to preserve its immaculate condition. But the story we delve into here takes an unprecedented turn as we recount the daring theft of the FIFA World Cup trophy, a tale that commenced on March 20, 1966, a mere few months before the World Cup was poised to grace the shores of England. In the lead up to the tournament, the iconic Jules Rimet trophy embarked on a world tour, making stops in different countries for public display. This tradition ignited fervor, anticipation, and a palpable sense of excitement among football fans. On that fateful day, March 20, 1966, the trophy was on proud display at Westminster Central Hall in London, encased in an exquisite glass showcase that drew admiration from countless visitors. The guards assigned the solemn duty of safeguarding this priceless artifact took a brief respite, leaving the trophy momentarily unattended. It was a decision that would prove to be fateful, for upon their return, they were greeted with a sight that defied belief. The trophy, which had symbolized football excellence since 1930, had vanished, and the showcase that had held it in reverence stood conspicuously empty. The shock and confusion that rippled through the assembled spectators were palpable. Organizers were hastily alerted, and a sense of panic cascaded through the venue. Simultaneously, a church service was underway in another part of the building, filling it with a congregation of people. It was during the guards' lunch break that the rear doors of the building were forcibly breached, and the display cabinet housing the World Cup trophy was ruthlessly violated. Imagine the pandemonium. The World Cup, the most awaited sporting event, was on the brink of commencing, yet the symbol of its very essence had inexplicably vanished. The media, with their penchant for sensationalism, seized upon the story with headlines such as "England lose the World Cup," circulating even before the tournament's kickoff. The irony was not lost on the public, and a fervent hunt for the missing trophy was launched with unprecedented vigor. However, the narrative took an unexpected turn when Joe Mears, the owner of the trophy and chairman of Chelsea Football Club, received a letter dated March 21, 1966, a day after the theft. This letter, signed by a shadowy figure named Jackson, not only claimed responsibility for the audacious theft, but also demanded a staggering ransom of £15,000. Mears, upon receiving the letter, immediately contacted the authorities, setting in motion a plan to apprehend the thief. The police, seeing an opportunity to capture the malefactor red-handed, instructed Mears to prepare the ransom money. However, the sum was monumental, enough to acquire 5 cars, and presented a logistical challenge. The police, with their resolve unwavering, decided to fill a briefcase with counterfeit money. The stage was set for a high-stakes rendezvous, all in the name of football's most coveted prize. What Jackson did not realize was that Edward, the man involved in the exchange, was in fact an undercover policeman. As they waited, tension mounted with each passing moment. Finally, apparently confident in his cunning plan, arrived to receive the briefcase filled with money in exchange for the trophy. However, Jackson's confidence was to prove misplaced. In the exchange, he failed to notice that the majority of the money in the briefcase was counterfeit. Suspicion grew among the authorities, and a detective named Boogie insisted on inspecting the trophy before releasing the money. Jackson, growing increasingly nervous as he sensed the presence of police surveillance, made a sudden decision. At a traffic light along Kennington Park Road, he informed Boogie that he was going to retrieve the trophy and promptly disappeared around a corner. Boogie, resolute in his pursuit of justice, gave chase. Initially, he pursued Jackson with a car, and then on foot, until he captured him in a house garden. It was then revealed that Jackson was in fact Edward Betchley, a petty thief and used car dealer with a history of theft and receiving stolen goods. The mystery deepened as Betchley, now in custody, claimed that someone known only as the Pole had offered him $500 to act as a middleman. Despite further investigations, the identity of the Pole remained an enigma. The police were baffled, but they were relieved to have apprehended the thief and to have the World Cup trophy back in safe hands. With the World Cup trophy safely recovered, the tournament could proceed as planned, and the nation breathed a collective sigh of relief. The heroic dog, Pickles, and his owner, David Corbett, were celebrated as the saviors of the World Cup, their role in this extraordinary chapter of football history, etching their names into the annals of the sport. But the story doesn't end here. It takes yet another remarkable twist. In 1983, the original World Cup trophy, which had been won by Brazil 3 times, was stolen once again. This time, it was taken from their headquarters in Rio de Janeiro. Despite the promise of a substantial reward and forgiveness, the thief never returned it. Speculation swirled that the trophy may have been melted down for its gold value, though, had it been kept intact, it could have been worth considerably more. So, 2 major thefts have occurred in the history of FIFA and the World Cup. One was solved thanks to an ordinary man and his extraordinary dog, while the other remains an unsolved mystery, haunting the world of football for nearly half a century. The FIFA World Cup, a tournament filled with legends and unforgettable stories, continues to capture the hearts of football fans worldwide, reminding us that even the most coveted trophies can be snatched away, if only for a fleeting moment in time.